Hi, hello friends, this is Sahasra Rapaka. I wish you a happy Teachers' Day. Today I am going to tell about Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was born on 5th September 1888 to a Telugu-speaking Niyogi Brahmin family in Tiruttanni, Madras Presidency, British India, which is present-day Tamil Nadu. His father's name was Sarvepalli Veeraswamy and his mother's name was Sarvepalli Sita. His family is from Sarvepalli village in Nellore district, Andhra Pradesh. He grew up in the towns of Tiruttanni and Tirupati. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan completed his primary education at Tiruttanni from KV High School. In 1896, he transferred to Tirupati's HEM Mission School and Valajapet's Government Higher Secondary School. For his high school education, he enrolled at Vellore Voorhees College. At the age of 17, he enrolled in Madras Christian College after finishing his first of Arts College. He earned his bachelor's degree and his master's degree from the same institution in 1906. He wrote his bachelor's degree thesis on the ethics of the Vedanta and its metaphysical presuppositions. Two of his professors, Reverend William Meston and Dr. Alfred George Hogg, commended Radhakrishnan's dissertation. Radhakrishnan's thesis was published when he was only 20. He was married to Shivakamu at the age of 16. Radhakrishnan had 6 children, 5 daughters and 1 son. Sarvepalli Gopal, his son, was a great historian. Sarvepalli Gopal authored his father's biography, Radhakrishnan, a biography, and Jawaharlal Nehru, a biography. The academic career of Radhakrishnan. Radhakrishnan was appointed to the Madras Presidency College Department of Philosophy in April 1909. He was appointed as Professor of Philosophy at the University of Mysore in 1918, where he taught at the Maharaja's College in Mysore. He wrote several articles for prestigious journals such as the Quist Journal of Philosophy and the International Journal of Ethics while at Maharaja's College. In 1920, he published his second book, The Region of Religion in Contemporary Philosophy. In 1921, he was appointed as a professor of philosophy at the University of Calcutta. In June 1926, he represented the University of Calcutta at the British Empire Universities Congress, and in September 1926, he attended the International Congress of Philosophy at Harvard University. Another significant academic event during this period was his acceptance of the Hibbert Lecture on the Ideals of Life, which he gave at Manchester College, Oxford in 1929 and was later published as An Idealist View of Life in book form. In 1929, Radhakrishnan was invited to Manchester College to fill the vacancy left by Principal J. Estlin Carpenter. This gave him the opportunity to give a comparative religion lecture to University of Oxford students. In June 1931, George V knighted him for his services to education, and the Governor General of India, the Earl of Wellington, formally invested him with his honor in April 1932. After India's independence, he stopped using the title and instead used his academic title of doctor. From 1931 to 1936, he served as Vice Chancellor of Andhra University. Radhakrishnan was elected a Fellow of All Souls College and appointed Spalding Professor of Eastern Religions and Ethics at the University of Oxford in 1936. In 1939, he was invited to succeed Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya as Vice Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University, BHU. He was its Vice Chancellor from January 1948 to January 1949. The political career of Radhakrishnan. After a promising academic career, Radhakrishnan began his political career later in life. His political career came after his foreign impact. He was one of the stalwarts who attended the Andhra Mahasabha in 1928, where he advocated the idea of renaming the ceded districts division of the Madras Presidency, Rayalaseema. From 1946 to 1951, Radhakrishnan was a member of the newly formed UNESCO, sitting on its executive board and heading the Indian delegation. When the university's commission's report was completed in 1949, Radhakrishnan was appointed Indian ambassador to Moscow by then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, a position he held until 1952. With his election to the Rajya Sabha, Radhakrishnan was able to bring his philosophical and political beliefs into motion. In 1952, Radhakrishnan was elected as India's first Vice President, and in 1962, he was elected as the country's second President. Death of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. In 1967, Radhakrishnan stepped down from public life. He spent the last 8 years of his life in Mylapore, Madras, in the house he designed. On April 17, 1975, Radhakrishnan passed away. Awards and honors of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Radhakrishnan was awarded Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award of India, in 1954. He was knighted by King George V for his services to education in the year 1931. He was honored with the recipient of the Pour le Mérite for Sciences and Arts in 1954 by Germany. He was honored with the membership of the Order of Merit in 1963 by the United Kingdom. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize for the records 27 times, 16 times in literature and 11 times for the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1938, he was elected as a Fellow of British Academy. He was awarded the Peace Prize of the German Book Trade in 1961. In the year 1968, he was the first person to be awarded the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship, which is the highest honor conferred by the Sahitya Akademi on a writer. Since 1962, India has celebrated Teachers' Day on 5th September, Radhakrishnan's birthday. in recognition of Radhakrishnan's belief that teachers should be the best minds of the world. In 1975, he was received the Templeton Prize. Literary works by Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. The first book authored by Radhakrishnan was a philosophy of Rabindranath Tagore in the year 1918. His second book was published on 1923, named Indian Philosophy. The Hindu View of Life, published in 1926, was Radhakrishnan's third book, which was related to Hindu philosophy and beliefs. An Idealist View of Life was published in 1929. Kalki, or The Future of Civilization, was published in 1929. He published his sixth book, named Eastern Religions and Western Thought, in the year 1939. Religion and Society were published as the seventh book in 1947. In 1950, his book The Dhammapada was published. His 10th book, The Principal Upanishads, was published in 1953. Recovery of Faith was published in 1956. The 12th book was a source book in the Indian philosophy, published in 1957. The Brahma Sutra, The Philosophy of Spiritual Life, was published in 1959. His last book, named Religion, Science and Culture, was published in 1968. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was an eminent teacher, innovative thinker, and Hindu philosopher before being an honest politician. He worked as an educator for nearly 40 years of his life. He has not only solely won the hearts of Indians together with his lectures within the country's famed universities, however, additionally captivated individuals abroad with his lectures and out-of-the-box ideas. Sir Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan inspired the individuals of the society attentively to the importance of teachers and therefore the contributions of teachers in nation building. In addition, he created tons of efforts to provide the correct place to the teachers within the society. Biographies and monographies on Radhakrishnan. Several books was written on Radhakrishnan. Murthy K. Sachitananda Ashok Vohra, 1990, was written Radhakrishnan, His Life and Ideas. Minor Robert Nile, 1987, was written Radhakrishnan, A Religious Biography. Gopal Sarvepalli, 1989, was written Radhakrishnan, A Biography. Pappu S.S. Ramarao, 1995, New Essay in the Philosophy of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Parthasarathi G. Chattopadhyaya, Devi Prasad ends, 1989, was written Radhakrishnan Centenary Volume. Thank you.